my name's Dave, and this is Macaro Siding, my N-scale layout. Today we're going to start a new scratch build. We're going to build the Highway Department's snowplow facility. It's on Highway 17, just about a kilometer away from where I live. Now this is it's a fairly large structure, and there's lots of buildings to go here. So what I'm going to show you now is just going to switch. Sorry, you'll see my switcher on the screen here because that's how that works. But here is the DPW yard. At least that's what I call it, because it's the Department of Public Works, basically. So this is the this building here stores the sand and salt that's put on the roads in our area of the country. And the building we're going to work on is this one here. There we go. There's camera 6. Okay. So what you're looking at here is the sort of the blueprints for this. The building itself is 250 millimeters long, and on the flat sides, on the height here, not including the peak, it's 48 millimeters tall. So it's a fairly sizable structure. There's this structure, there's the round structure I showed you, and then there's another large building also for the storage of, I think, either sand or salt or something. And I'm going to build all 3 of these buildings, and it's going to take a little bit of time. The round building, I've been trying to get my 3D printer to cooperate with me, and it's not. And I had to send off a note to tech support to find out why it's not working the way it should. And but that's an aside. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the large work table. Oops, that faded back, and there we go. And we're going to glue the styrene onto the building. And we're not going to do the whole thing. I've already done some of it, and I'm going to just do 2 little pieces here, so you get to see how I go about this. And then we're going to call it quits, because the rest of this is tedious and not really, very exciting video. So give me a second, and I'm going to walk over to camera 2 here. There we go. And I'm hoping that things are working out here. I'm a little concerned. Anyway, let's go and shoot this. So, okay, that says that's on there. So let's do it. So I have already done the front of the building and the back of the building. What I'm going to do is just demonstrate how I did that with the 2 sides. So, just going to move things out of the way here so you can see what's going on. So I have the sides of the buildings and the styrene that goes with them. And what's important here is that when I glue this styrene on, I get this peak right in the center, because there's extra styrene on both sides to allow for the overlap between the front and the sides. So this is what we're going to do now. We're just going to take some super glue, and again, come on, or is it this one? Which one of them flows better? This one. Ah, there we go. That's right. So we're going to just give it a good coating. And we're going to just prop it up. So now what I do is I take one of the sides, and again, like I say, the important thing is to get the roof lined up. So that there's an overlap of the styrene, so that when this building, when this front goes in place like this, we have a nice meeting point between the two. So just making sure I put it flat on the table, and make sure I don't have any glue on my hands to disfigure the the siding itself, because as you probably know, the only thing that cleans up super glue is acetone, and you know what eats styrene? Acetone does. So it's so again, some glue. Stand it up, line the peak up, and again, an overhang and an overhang. Now those overhangs will get trimmed once the building is being built. So essentially what we have is, let's just grab this, and we'll move these out of the way because we don't need them anymore. So what's going to happen here is this is going to go, can you see that? It's going to go like that. And then there's the back that goes on. And you can see this is a fairly large building. And then inside we're going to have bracing, because this is such a big span that I don't want to put heavy styrene on here, but I do want to put you know, reasonably thick sort of styrene to show the thickness of the roof. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the metal roofing that I made in last week's video, and we're going to do the roof of the building with in that metal roofing. So now here we go, we put those there like this. Now the last thing to do, and one of the reasons I do it this way, is I'm cutting out the doors, because they're going to be recessed in the and so I use the bigger knife on the longer ones, and then over these finicky little spaces I use a scalpel. Now I guess you could do this. So there we have the door cut out. So that's one door cut out. We're going to put the other piece of plastic. Here it is. And same on this one. And again, because it's so small, can't get the big knife in there. So score, and as always when you're cutting like this, light passes, and if it's styrene you just need to score it, because when you score it and then it just snaps. Now of course all of these doors and the edges and stuff are going to be filed, and I've got a little vent hole up here. So now we have the two buildings. Ready to go. So let's put the back to the inch, and we'll see how goodbyes. Because, like I say, this is not riveting video. It's just rinse and repeat, and it's showing you an example of how I go about doing that. So we're going to switch to back to camera 1. So this is going to take a couple of weeks at least. I've got this building, then I've got the bigger flat building, and hopefully by that time I'll have an answer on my my printer. Although I'm seriously considering buying a better printer than the one I have. I have not had very much luck with this particular company's printers, both resin and FDM, and so I'm gonna see what I can do about getting a better printer, an FDM printer, because I do need the FDM printer to work on stuff. So I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is free. If you click on the bell, that'll give you a notification that the next video is going to be up. Usually shoot them on Thursday afternoons, and try and have them out later on Thursday at night. So as always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and we'll see you next week with another video. Thanks for watching.